Previously on the week ahead.
With the week ahead being the national award-winning high school web series, today we're going to be investigating who's behind the week ahead.
Do us both a favor. Drop it.
My identity must remain hidden.
Wait, you're the one behind it?
Anita, no one can die!
Join TV production. And I also heard you're trying to replace me with some students. I know it's all about the kids, but I did put this together, and I'd appreciate if you didn't follow me because the week ahead is over. I'm gonna go now. They're trying to replace me, but that's okay. I'm gonna be leaving now. I'm going home. The week ahead is over, Aneem. You don't want me anymore. You're gonna replace me with students. It's all about the students. You keep saying that. I'm going in my car now. You can't come with me. The week ahead, we'll be back in the fall.
Animosity.
What does he want? No, he doesn't want me on the week ahead. Hello? Aneem? What's up?
Mr. Fiora, are you ready to record the first episode of the week ahead this year?
Wait a minute. We just decided you, the producer of the year with the award-winning show Big Shot, decided to not have me on the week ahead. And now as I quit the week ahead, but I didn't quit because I got fired, you want me back? You want me back? I don't know if I can do this, okay? It's a roller coaster with you, Aneem. You're a hotshot producer, Lowell High School, award-winning week ahead. I don't know if I should come back. I have to really think about this.
I hope you realize your name is also on the plaque.
Yes, but I'm on the plaque and I got you to where you are today. Don't you forget about that. And you just dropped me like a hot potato. You dropped me like a bad habit. And if you want me back, I don't know. I think you should maybe ask a little nicer or something, but I don't know if I'm a little hurt right now and I'm gonna have to get over this.
Mr. Fiato, it's for the students.
Well, that's all you had to say, because for the students, I'm back, baby, let's go! Good morning, Lowell High School. Welcome to the week ahead, the winner of the 2025 National Hometown Media Award for Best Web Program. We won a plaque, and this plaque belongs to all of us. The week ahead is your home for weekly updates on all things Lowell High. Each Friday during advisory, you'll receive important announcements, inspiring stories from your fellow students and the school community, along with a few fun segments.
You're watching
The Weekend!
You're watching
The Weekend! The Weekend!
And you're watching
The Weekend!
For whatever we can't cover on Fridays, the week ahead can be played on any other day and serves as a great buffer for teachers and students during class time or other advisory days. If you have any stories to pitch to feature on the week ahead, please reach out to Mr. Osmani. Remember, this award belongs to all of us. Thanks to everyone, students and staff alike, for participating in the making of this web show. Now, let's do what we do best. We're going to go ahead with the week ahead, and first with some announcements. Sports! Who doesn't like sports? I like sports. And did you know that Lowell High School has a comprehensive athletics program with a wide range of sports across all 3 seasons, fall, winter, and spring? Check out this list of sports that we have at Lowell High that are available for you to try out and join. Last week we had the Clark Cup and we're bringing it back. So buckle up your spirit wear because the legendary Clark Cup has returned to Lowell High. Round 1 came in hot with friendly jabs some questionable athletic feats, and some surprising victories. D-House came out swinging, dominating the scoreboard with 20 points. What was their secret weapon? A lightning-fast toilet paper roll-up at 57 seconds and a graceful stumble to the victory on blind mice. Clearly, if there was ever a toilet paper shortage, we know who to call. Now, hot on their heels is E-House, who earned 10 points and crushed the mattress relay in a speedy 1 minute and 38 seconds. Heavy lifting? No problem. These comeback kids are carrying their weight. And then B&C House. Let's talk about B&C House. 0 points apiece. But hey, showing up is half the battle, right? Maybe they're saving their energy for the big comeback. That's a bold strategy. Let's see if that pays off. So, as the gauntlet is thrown, the toilet paper is rolled out, and the mattresses are relayed, D-House leads the charge, E-House is close behind, and B&C House, well, better luck next round. The Clark Cup has returned, and the friendly rivalry is just getting started, so stay tuned. So as you know, we have a lot of new space to navigate here at Lowell High School with the new addition of the B-Wing. As part of that new addition, we're excited to announce the comeback debut of the Little Theater. Although it had a slightly later opening from the high school one day, we want you to know about this new and improved space that is fully operational and available for use. Here to tell us all you need to know about the Little Theater is one of our student representatives from the Lowell High School Building Committee.
Hi everyone, my name is Eliza and I'm excited to show you the new Little Theater. Right now I'm on the second floor in between the big media wall and the C-House office. From here you can find the Little Theater right down the hallway. Let's go take a look. The Little Theater is a flexible space used for all kinds of activities, presentations, guest speakers, house meetings, and even club events. It comfortably fits between 100 and 200 people, making it perfect for both small and larger gatherings. Some of the new features include more natural light thanks to the open window design, as well as improved accessibility so that everyone can enjoy the space. Thank you for coming along with me. If you would like to book the Little Theater, you can request it on the LHS website. See you around campus!
You can get involved. You should be involved in as many activities as you can possibly be at Lowell High because there's no shortage of things to do here, whether it's sports, activities, or clubs. There's also tons of leadership opportunities. So if you want to run for class office, I highly encourage you to take that into consideration. If you're interested in running for a class office, seniors, you need to submit your name by Monday, September 8th. And for everyone else, that's freshmen through juniors, by September 12th. I also want to make sure that you know how important it is to check your emails on a regular basis. So if you check your email, you should have an interest form that you can submit if you're willing to be put on the ballot and consider running for an elected office here at Lowell High School. This is where you can make a difference in your school. If you have any questions, you can contact our Student Activities Director, Mr. Thornton. We're bringing back one of our most popular segments of the week ahead, and it's called Tunnel Talk. In Tunnel Talk, we take a walk across the bridge/tunnel with a student or a staff member so that we can get to know them beyond the classroom. For our first Tunnel Talk of the year, we're walking with our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Skinner. Welcome back to our first edition of Tunnel Talk. On the week ahead, we have a very special guest, the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Liam Skinner. Let's get to know Mr. Skinner in our first edition of Tunnel Talk for the 2025-26 school year. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Mike.
Let's go. My first question to you is a very open-ended question. Who is Mr. Liam Skinner?
Well, I'm a guy who feels like I've made it. I'm on Tunnel Talk. I couldn't wait for my opportunity. This is great. I'm a father. I am a husband. And I'm an educator.
What do you do here in the Lowell Public Schools?
So I'm superintendent of schools, which means that I help to supervise the operations of all of our central office and all of our schools, making sure that school people like Mr. Fiato has what he needs to run the schools.
What was your first job growing up?
Well, I grew up in rural Ireland in a pretty simple place with farm animals and horses and so on. And but my first job was in a fish factory. It was a really smelly job.
Oh, what did you do there?
So believe it or not, we had the fish factory had lobster pits where lobsters were caught and were kept fresh in these water pits. And you had to, they drained the water out of them, and we would go in there with buckets, and we would have to pick up the lobsters to collect them for shipment.
Who has the best lobsters? Ireland or Boston?
Oh, are you kidding me? Can't beat Irish lobsters. Yeah, they're wonderful.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
You haven't lived if you haven't had them.
Something on my bucket list I'm going to have to put on there. What was your first job when you came over to the United States?
When I came to the United States, I came for a summer, and I worked on Nantucket Island, and I was a short order cook in a restaurant. And that was my first job in the United States. And I also worked in a laundromat at the same time. I was working 2 jobs when I first came.
So, fish market, laundromat, short order cook, superintendent. What happened in between to get you from all of those positions to the superintendent of schools of a very big district in Massachusetts?
Well, I suppose a lot, right? So I'm old. I did go to school in Ireland. I went to university. It was the first one in my family to go to university. It was my parents promoted me to get a good education so that I could progress and have a career. So I became a teacher. And my first teaching job was in Lowell. And after teaching for a while, the principal of the school I was working at, he retired, and he asked if I was interested in applying for the principalship. So I became principal of a school. I eventually came to central office, and while I was at central office, the previous superintendent left, and I've become superintendent of schools.
I'm not going to say being a principal is easier than superintendent, because I'm a principal and I'm not a superintendent. Why would you want to go from principal to superintendent, knowing that your scope of responsibilities is much greater, a lot more people to be accountable to, and just a lot more responsibilities? Why did you choose to make that jump from principal to superintendent? I know you were an assistant superintendent as well.
Right. So for all the reasons you just said, I did not want to give up being a school principal. I wanted to remain a school principal. I was a school principal at the Daly Middle School in Lowell for 22 years and planned to stay there and retire from there. But there was a need for an assistant superintendent at central office. I was sort of cajoled into giving it a go. And after 22 years in the same job, I kind of needed to challenge myself and do something new. So I gave it a go, and I became an assistant superintendent, not having any notion of becoming a superintendent, but here you are. This is what happened.
What's your favorite part of being a superintendent of schools?
No question about it. Easy answer, being in classrooms. Seeing students at work in classrooms or anywhere, seeing students. It's really, really enlivening. It's what we're all about. It's what we come to work for and why we work hard. It's for the students.
And our closing question, what type of advice would you give students at Lowell High School if they were considering a career in education and even potentially becoming an administrator or superintendent?
Well, I'm not sure if this qualifies as advice. If you have any notion of a career in education, it is the best, most satisfying work you'll ever do. It's the noblest profession. It's the most meaningful work a person can do. If you want it, particularly being a teacher, if you can, just watch for your studies, watch that you have the credits you need to get into school and to get into an education school and pursue that dream. Sure, you've got an early, what's the name of your program here?
Early college?
No, you have Educator Pathways.
Educator Pathways.
Right, that Educator Pathways program. Even if you're not in it, you could inquire and learn a little bit more about what it takes to become a teacher. But yeah, it is a terrifically rewarding career. And you also get quite a bit of time off. You'll get your summers off and you'll get your vacations and so on. It's a wonderful career. Please do consider it.
Well, thank you for being on Tunnel Talk. You were a
Pleasure.
great guest, and we'll see you next time on Tunnel Talk. Here's more on the week ahead. Another returning segment, which is almost as popular as Tunnel Talk, is Dad Joke of the Week. This was introduced by a student from the class of 2025 and has been a tradition ever since. Everyone loves a good dad joke, so let's see what we have for our first dad joke of the school year.
Hello, I'm Cash, and this is your dad joke for the week. What did the beach say to the tide when it came in? Long time no see.
Were you paying attention? If you answer this question and you are the 5th person to email me, you will win a $5 gift card to the school store to spend however you like. Here's the question. Who is the director of student activities at Lowell High? Who is the director of student activities at Lowell High? If you answer that question correctly and you are the 5th person to email me, you win a $5 gift card to the school store, and I will personally deliver it to your advisory. That'll do it for this week's edition of The Week Ahead. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time on The Week Ahead. Have a great weekend, everybody.